This video is presented by the EA Creator Network. As a member, I am required to disclose that I have been gifted free game codes, however, opinions remain my own. Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another speed build, because today we are building a starter home in the brand new world that came with the Lovestruck Expansion pack. At the time of me putting this build up for all of you to watch, I want to say it's been out for a day. I think it came out yesterday, which is weird talking in past tense when it's currently the day of release as I record this voiceover. But I did get early access to the pack, so again, thank you to EA and the Creator Network for gifting me the code so I could go ahead and play with this a couple days before release, which is when I built this. I built this, I think, on, I want to say Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. The second I got my code, I ran right into the game, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a starter house, because here's the thing. I suck at starter houses. And I just thought it would be very versatile for players, maybe jumping into this expansion. Maybe this is someone's first expansion, I don't know, and maybe you don't want to play with cheats, whatever the case is. I thought a starter home would be cool, and I thought it would be a challenge for myself since I feel like I suck at them. I really do. And building a starter home is a great opportunity to see how expensive the items are in-game. Now, I'm going to be transparent and say that most of the expense for this house was on the exterior, because I wanted it to look really nice and I wanted it to fit into the world. The inside is pretty barren. It's almost embarrassing. I think the most barren room is actually the bedroom. So it's a one bed, one bath. It's a very small starter. So I was making this for like a single sim, for example, right? I mean, the whole thing with the Lovestruck Expansion is finding love and going on fun dates and everything. So it would be great if you're starting out with just one sim. This is their little starter home and they're going to find love in this new world. I'm just so excited for it. I think it's going to be super cool. I haven't played around with it too much. I've done a little bit of gameplay with like the base game update that we got the day prior to this pack coming out, but I haven't really explored the world too much and I haven't done a lot of gameplay, because I would say that with this expansion, yes, there's beautiful build and buy. I mean, look at the new windows that we have and the stairs, the tiles, and that roof trim that I have there, as well as some of the outside lighting and the doors. It's all really pretty, but I think this expansion pack is, I think it's very obvious for me to say this, but it's extremely gameplay focused. A lot of the discovery of what this pack has to offer is going to come up during gameplay, so I can't wait to explore more of it. If you are wondering, because I did have a few questions about this, I don't think I am doing an LP or anything specifically focused on this expansion. I did have the idea of taking Don Lothario to this new world, and please, I have to learn how to pronounce this, so I'm going to put the name of the new world on screen, but I'm not even going to attempt it today. I just don't want to mispronounce it and sound like a complete fool or do it injustice. So I'm going to try to kind of like practice on my own a little bit before I do another voiceover. But yeah, I was thinking of taking Don Lothario, getting him on Cupid's Corner, bringing him to this new world and having him find the love of his life and give up his like playboy ways. You know, that was kind of my thought, but I don't know if I want to commit to that. I already have Breakaway going on. I have the Just Desserts Legacy challenge that I'm doing on the channel. There's just a lot of gameplay, and I try to do multiple episodes per week if possible. I said try. I can't commit to that, but I try. And I think adding even something as short-lived as maybe a little mini series to explore this new pack would just be too much for me. So I intend on exploring components of this new expansion in probably both of those LPs that I have going on at the moment. Like, it is definitely going to show up in Breakaway. Ryan and Rhodes, I gave them a steamy dynamic already. Their romance skills like off the charts. Let's just leave it at that. As you can see, we're still working on the exterior. I did spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. I really liked this lot, but you know what I realized? There's a handful of lots that just don't have the best lighting at all in this world. So if you see in some of the screenshots that this house is flipped, it's because I flipped it so I could get better lighting. It was really difficult to kind of work with. Now, what's kind of neat, and in just putting in the cheats, I was able to access the debug menu, obviously, for this pack. But that, is it called a pergola? Like the pergola outside. There's one that's in base game, but there's also one that's free in debug. So that helped me save some simoleons, by the way, in trying to figure out the budget for this house. I also started using these expensive base game countertops, but I pulled them away for some more affordable ones. And if you didn't catch it in the shower there, I used the new, I think they're under the wall decoration category, but they're tiles, so you can put them as like a backsplash in a kitchen or in the shower like I did. I think I get rid of them again to try to save some simoleons. And because I already had a tile in the bathroom, I just didn't think it was necessary. But here you can see I'm just trying to get some of the essential items down before I really start decorating things. I was going to use these as a backsplash, but just with the way I put the window, it wasn't going to work for me. And like I said, the bedroom is the most barren room. I'm not kidding when I say it's just the wallpaper in the bed. It is. It's just the wallpaper in the bed. I couldn't even afford to put an end table in that room at all. And this is mainly because I did put a lot of decorations on the exterior. So if you got rid of some of the window decorations, you might be able to add a couple more things inside. I also added curtains to those windows in the living room. I don't remember how much they were, but could have been a bit expensive. This console table, no idea how much it cost. I was trying to track this, but it was just really tough. And I wanted the living space to look a bit more decorated than the rest of the house, because that's where your sim would probably spend a lot of their time. Or if they had company over, right? They might bring a date over, and yeah, they might end up in the bedroom, but they might also just be in the living space. I don't know. And also that bed, I'll say it comes with the pack, but that is one of the, I think, pre-order incentives. I think it is one of the pre-order incentive items. Just be mindful of that. So if you did not pre-order, or if you don't pre-order by a certain date, I wish I knew the date off the top of my head, I don't recall, you might not have that item. So I would just sub like another base game bed or something a little bit more on the affordable side as well, because yeah, it's not a very expensive bed. But here in the living room, I did use a new rug, a new console table. We've got some cool new indoor plants, which I really enjoyed, as well as these curtains, like I mentioned earlier. I think they're really cute. They're kind of beaded, which is pretty. I could see putting those in like an archway or something too, to kind of decorate it a bit, spruce it up a little bit more. Now we did get some cool pieces of artwork, specifically this one right here. There's a bunch of different swatches. It is my favorite thing. I want to put that particular swatch in every single build. I love it. And it's expensive. So that was another expense that I had here that I was willing to kind of take, because I really wanted there to be a piece of artwork like that. So again, if you're trying to save some simoleons, because we barely made it under the 20,000 simoleon mark, probably get rid of that too. I'm trying to balance things out, because again, I did get rid of it and I swapped it with another one, but still, any pieces of artwork are most likely expensive. So just be mindful of that if you're trying to save some simoleons. We also have a really, really not expensive table and some plastic or some metal chairs, I think, that came with this new pack as well. And then I just have the pergola and some more terracotta tiling out to the backyard. There really isn't anything there, but there's a lot of room to add more activities as your Sims gain more simoleons, if that's the way you want to play. But that is pretty much it for this build. I can't wait to work on some bigger builds, things that aren't as restrictive, and I want to hear from you all if you have gotten the pack, if you are enjoying it thus far, what your favorite part is. Again, I can't wait to explore it more, build more, and really, really play with it a lot more, and to fill this world with some lots that people are building. The people that built the lots for this pack, chef's kiss, you did incredible. I love them. Holy cow, I am seeing some other builds though that I really want to add to this world, and I can't wait. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.